2008 Super Nautique 220 Team Edition in Masters Blue. We've got a black hull and lower deck stripe and a silver cloud interior deck and top deck stripe. It's got the flight control tower, sits on a tandem axle trailer. The brand is escaping me. I'll check that here in a second. But a really nice trailer on this 220. It's got the cutout Nautique logos with the side lighting. It's got a spare tire, swing tongue, guide poles, and extended steps on the back. This is a really nice 220. It's been extremely well taken care of, always serviced when needed. Preventative maintenance always been done. We've taken care of this boat for a long time, and we recently took it in as a trade. Cosmetically, I mean, you probably couldn't ask for a boat to be in much better shape considering its age. We do have a little bit of fading in the blue and the gel coat, particularly around the transom, like on the corners here. And then on the port side, so I believe where this sat on its lift in the summertime, the sun did hit this port side a little bit more, so you've got a little bit of haziness to the gel. Nothing crazy. Our decal on this side has started to peel a little bit on the E and the U. Otherwise, our graphics are in really nice shape. No chunks out of them or anything like that. No big scratches in the boat. Hull's in great shape. You're gonna have some bunk scrapes probably right there on both sides, but that's totally normal. This boat does have docking lights up front, lift ring. There is a little chunk out right here, and this is just mud. Sorry, somehow that got on there. Somebody probably stepped on it, but there we go. It's a tiny little chunk right there in the top. Walking down the port side or starboard side, you can tell where the old registration letters were. It's pretty hard to see on camera, I'm sure. It's pretty hard to see in person, to be honest, but slap some new registrations over those and you'll never know it was there. Coming down the rest of the side here, there's a couple light scratches in the black, a couple more back here. You can see the boat does have snaps, which for the snap-on cover. You can tell down here on the chine. You can probably see this halo right here. So I'm sure at one point in time somebody chunked this thing on the chine, and black can be tough to repair, especially black on an older boat that's faded a little bit. So you can see a little halo from a repair there. Actually shown up really good on video. It doesn't show up that well with the naked eye in person. Graphic looks amazing on this side. Really nothing to point out there. And as we come around, you're gonna see a little bit of fading just in the lower water line there on the boat. But overall, pretty sweet. Tiny scratch here. Really light scratch right here, if you can see that. There we go. But all this stuff is really minor. I'm just being picky. Platform does have the Sano. You can see that. It's definitely dry rotted, but does its job. Keeps you from slipping on that platform. It has a pair of underwater lights. This boat does have hydrogate as well. Nice prop on there. This boat drives really nice. We put some hours on it since we got it, and it performed flawlessly. Super smooth, nice and quiet. There is a pop-up ski pylon here on the back step, and let's hop inside and take a look around. A lot of this interior has been replaced over the years as needed. You know, vinyl is always the first thing to go on these, and the owner did a good job of keeping up with, you know, splits and tears and things like that, and getting new seats on there. So you're gonna notice when we hop in, all of the seats that had the old like hurricane graphic to match the exterior. So your love seat, driver's seat, up front there in the very center of the bow, and this seat back here, which we'll see in a second, have been replaced, and they have the new style Nautique font logos on them. This whole sun pad has been replaced as well. This could probably be a little bit cleaner. I'm seeing a couple spots that we need to wipe down a little bit better. But we've had a little traffic in and out of the boat, so nothing to worry about there. I'll point out the stuff that's not going to clean up. But this sun pad has been replaced. Cool part about the 220s is they have this little storage hatch. So above the engine, they've got this tray, and you can store your ropes, life jackets, things like that in there. You can also see we've done, or the previous owner did, SeaDeck flooring all through the interior, and that's in the gray, which looks really good. They only did it on the floor. Still have Sano on the bread basket, the trash can. Now let's hop down. Let's crack open this engine real fast. So this is the 5.7 liter PCM. There we go. Here's your tray I was talking about. There's a little chip out of it, but nothing to worry about there. It's no big deal. And there it is, our EX343 engine. It's freshly serviced. Fluids, filters, impeller. Runs great, didn't need a tune-up. So there she is, 343 horsepower, 5.7. Pull this down. It is a dual battery setup on this boat, so I'll open up this side. So under here, you've got your dual battery switch. I'll click that on real fast, actually. And then we just have storage in here. Underneath the carpet panel is your stock ballast. I want to say the 220s only had like 700-800 pounds of ballast in them. So you've got a 3-tank hard tank ballast system, 2 in each corner here in the back, and 1 in the belly by the ski locker. All right, let's check out the interior. Cool layout on the 220s. You've got like this lean back over here that opens up to the trash can. That hangs out down in there. Our back seats here flip open like so you have storage. This boat has a battery charger in there. I don't know whether that works or not, so I wouldn't bank on that working. That will not be getting replaced. And then your storage continues on into the back as well, where you can see the cover. Cover's only a few years old. It's really, really nice. All black cover. Back center seat, you can pop that out, and it clips in right here across the center and has a seat back that faces the back end of the boat, similar to what you see on like a 210 or a 230 of this era. Our back corner seats here are going to have some mildew staining. We've tried cleaning that up as best as we can, and that's pretty much what we got. Somebody wants to get a little bit more aggressive with it, something with a little bleach in it, they're more than welcome to. I'm sure it might clean up a little bit better. We do have some splits across this seat, and it's pretty common. I mean, everybody's stepping in and out of the boat from these corners, so you do have some splits in that seat just along the seam right there. Back center looks great. These are those Nautique logos I was talking about, so that's got a little bit more of a modern styling to it with those. It's amazing how much just the logos change the look of this interior. There's a little bit of discoloration on this seat right here, and you're gonna see throughout the majority of the interior, not all of it, but there are just little specks here and there where we have spots of mildew. Same thing on the top of the seat over here. So this thing sat on a lift with the cover on, holds in moisture a little bit, and it's just what happens. You get a little bit of mildew, but overall, this whole thing looks really, really nice. We got some custom N3 Boatworks side steps on the gunnels. These also open just like that to more storage down underneath. Bread basket. Got some tie-down straps for the trailer, but it's a great storage spot. Throw your sunscreen and whatever else down in there, tools. This love seat, interesting setup. So the old love seats, the original love seats for these connected right here, so the vinyl would wrap down. You can see there's a crease where the pad goes down through. Those were notorious for tearing, and a lot of people would just replace them with an updated love seat, and that's what's been done on this boat right here. stick in there. Open this thing. Underneath, we have a 10-inch sub, owner's manuals, cover poles, and Clarion/JL amps. And there's a JL amp in there because we have 4 JL tower speakers up top. I believe, yes, these are the 8/8s, and they are in black. We have the nice covers to go on them, keep them nice and clean, keep the elements off of them. So that's the JL tower speakers up top. Glove box, I think all we've got in here, which needs a new gas shock, is your head unit. It does have an auxiliary hookup. Close that up. Onto the dash. Let me power this on. There's a secondary battery switch over here. All the instrumentation on this boat works perfectly. So, digital gauge over here on your tack, digital gauge on your speedo, depth meter on there, water temp, air temp, speed. Over here's your hour meter, 365. Battery voltage, pretty cool. And then over here you have 0 off. So this boat is a 0 off boat. GPS speed control, you've got that, works great. All your instrumentation over here on the right. You've got the keypad over here. Throttle and hydrogate handle there. Down below we have ballast gauges, those all work. There's also a heater. Got the heater outlet there up top. Got one down below the driver's seat, or behind the driver's seat, and then one at the driver's feet, up there by the breaker panel. Driver's seat's gonna have a little mildew on this corner here. Step up front here. There's a bow filler cushion option on this 220. Ski locker opens up. If I can get it, there we go. Ski locker that continues on up into the bow. But storage underneath all the seats here. Again, stock ballast, a couple Polk speakers, cup holders, all the goodies. Now, last thing I want to point out is this is the original tower. These are known to be heavy. They're a pain in the butt to fold. There's a lot of contact points on it. And from the weight, these things can loosen up at the contact points. And this one, unfortunately, had stripped out the mounting bolt below here that would come up through the bottom and into this tower base. And there's really no way of fixing that unless you get a whole new bow for the tower base. So what's been done is a bolt has been driven through the top side, secured with a nylock nut on the bottom, probably some washers there too, so it doesn't push on the one contact point. But that's on there nice and secure. It's really the only thing we could do with that to keep this thing tight and secure. That's pretty much it on this 220. It's in great shape. It's a nice do-all boat if you like to surf, wakeboard, ski. It's got a lot of room for people. It holds 14. If you want to come check it out, give us a call, N3 Boatworks. I doubt we'll have this thing for very long. You can reach us at 317-845-9253. Thank you so much for watching.